Hello friends, how are you? Today my topic is about introduction to the convolutional neural networks. Okay, so by not wasting our time, let's move to my topic. Uh, my content we should will be today introduction, preliminaries, and tensor vectorization, which I'll cover today. Introduction. That this is a note that describes how a convolutional neural network separates from a mathematical perspective. This note is a self-contained and the focus is to make the comprehensible to beginners in the CNN field. The convolutional neural network CNN has shown excellent performance in many computer vision and machine learning problems. Many solid papers have been published on this topic and quite some high quality open source CNN software packages have been made available. There are also well written CNN tutorials or CNN software manuals. However, I believe that an introductory CNN material specifically prepared for beginners is still needed. Research papers are usually very terse and lack details. It might be difficult for the beginners to read such papers. A tutorial targeting experiencing researchers may not cover all the necessary details to understand how a CNN runs. This note tries to represent a document that is self-contained. It is expected that all required mathematical background knowledge are introduced in the note itself or in other notes for this course. It has details for all the derivations. This note tries to explain all the necessary maths in details. We try not to ignore an important step in an derivation. Thus, it should be possible for our beginner to follow. This note tautological ignores an implementation uh, implementation details. The purpose is for a reader to understand how a CNN runs at a mathematical level. We will ignore those implementation details. In CNN, making correct choices for various implementation details is one of the keys of its accuracy. That is the devil in the details. However, we intentionally left this part out in order for a reader to focus on the mathematics. After understanding the mathematical principles and details, it is more advantageous to learn these implementation and design details with hands on experience by playing with CNN programming. A CNN is useful in a lot of applications, especially in image related tasks. Applications of CNN include image classification, image semantic segmentation, object detection in images, etc. We will focus on the image classification categorization. In this note, in image categorization, every image has a major object which occupies a large portion of the image, and image is classified into one of the classes based on the identity of its main object. Example: dog, airplane, bird, etc. Preliminaries. We start by a discussion of some background knowledge that are necessary in order to understand how a CNN runs. One can ignore this section if he or she is familiar with these basics. Tensor with the vectorization. Everybody is familiar with the vectors and matrices. We use a symbol shown in the boldface to represent a vector. Example: x belongs to R is a column vector with d elements. We use a capital letter to denote a matrix. Example: x belong to R with power x h cross w is a matrix with h rows and w columns. The vector x can be also viewed as a matrix with one column and d rows. Okay, so this is it for today's topic. Time to go. Goodbye. Meet you in the next video.